Hi, Tanna Marshall here with your Feel Good Friday message. And today I want to talk to you about authenticity. Are you authentic? This is something that has always kind of fascinated me and been really important to me since I was a teenager, and I'll tell you why. This all started when I was on my senior retreat in high school, went to an all-girls school. And during the retreat, they gave us this activity where we would take a bag and decorate it to describe ourselves, and we put it by this fireplace, and people were to leave positive notes in it. So we all had a really good time leaving positive notes to each other and telling each other the things that we appreciated about each other. And I still have my bag. It's my bag. And it's a little embarrassing now, but it's upside down. I have a smile, and I have arms for a hug, and a big pink heart. Inside the heart it says Leif, because in high school I was crazy about Leif Garrett. But and on the back, senior retreat, February 1984. And I'm sure a lot of my classmates still have their bags. But the reason this is so important to me is because I received one note that pretty much created the course of my life, and I was so blown away by this note that I really wanted to honor it. And it was from a friend named Karina. I'm going to read part of it to you. And Karina and I were friends, classmates. We didn't travel in the same circles, but this note has affected me so deeply, and I was so happy to be able to tell her at our 10th reunion. And we're obviously now connected on Facebook. And if you're watching, Karina, hi, thanks again for the note. She's probably sick of me saying, oh, your note changed my life. But here's the gist of it, and this is what I've always tried to honor. Out of all the people I've met from Corvallis, you've got to be the most real. That has to be the best characteristic that anyone can have. I try to always be myself, but I truly envy that quality of yours, and I know you will always keep it. Love you, Karina. And Karina, I love you too, and I thank you because of your note. I have always strived to be myself and be authentic in every area of my life, in my personal relationships, in my work relationships, and I think it's served me very well. I've had a hard time not being myself. And spending 20 plus years in entertainment, you can probably imagine, oh my God, the sun is coming out. I'm sorry. I hope this isn't messing up the lighting. It's so bright in my eyes right now. Being in entertainment for 20 years, it's kind of interesting because you meet a lot of different kinds of personalities and a lot of people who are trying really hard to be a certain way, and it's not really authentic. And what I thought was really interesting was, especially when I worked in the art department at Capitol, a lot of the artists would come in to consult about their album covers. And what I noticed was a lot of the new bands who had just gotten signed, and this is obviously a dream come true for them, and it's so exciting, and I'm so happy to see somebody accomplish something like that. But ironically, they were the ones with the biggest attitudes. Like, yeah, I'm a rock star now. And in contrast, on the polar opposite end, the people who were the kindest, nicest, most down-to-earth people were the people who were huge living legends. People like Paul McCartney, Tina Turner, Donny Osmond. They all couldn't have been nicer. And so I thought that was really interesting. And that even showed me even more how important it is just to be yourself, be down to earth, no matter what happens in your life, no matter who's looking at you or where life takes you. You really just got to be yourself. And then another level was added to it when I became self-employed. And I was out there promoting myself and my business at different events and meetings and that kind of thing. And I was actually having a great time meeting a lot of amazing people. And I thought that I was making some great friends. We'd get together for coffee and we'd talk about our businesses, and sometimes we would do stuff socially. And I was a little bit disappointed by the fact that when I stopped going to certain events and meetings, these people kind of disappeared. And I had supported many of them buying their products and services because I want to support them as well, because that's why we're there. We're there to support each other. And I didn't get a whole lot of business out of going to these different events, and that's okay. I got one amazing client that during that time, she's still with me, comes for tune-ups once in a while, and she's become a friend as well. But for the most part, it was mostly about business, and I thought I had made some real connections. And so that's become even more important to me, that when I meet new people now, whether it's just on a personal basis as a friend, or if it's somebody who is a colleague or a potential business partner or joint venture partner, I really need to know that there is a genuine heart and soul connection there, because that is really important to me. Because you know what? Everything is about relationships, even business. And if you think about some of the big, huge deals that have happened in huge corporations, a lot of them are because there are connections between people who have a personal relationship. I mean, look at Oprah. I mean, she's mainly business, but there are people that she is friends with that she believes in what they're doing and she wants to promote them. And I know that there are probably people that she's gotten to know through business that she has created a personal relationship with. And you really have to be discerning, and you really have to kind of be on the lookout for that. But you also have to maintain your own authenticity and your own integrity. That's what it's really about. It's really about integrity with how you put yourself out in the world, with other people, with your business, with your career, whatever it is. It's really become incredibly important to me. And just stay aware of when there are people in your life that you feel they're only there because they want something from you. That's not authentic. That's not real. And it would serve you best to move away from them. Because it's not going to end well, trust me. Because when they're not getting what they want from you anymore, they're going to get mad, and there could possibly be a conflict. But as long as you maintain that integrity and you know why you are in a relationship and you're there for the right reasons, you're golden. So that's basically my message today, is just pay attention to if you're being real. Are you being yourself? Are you being the best version of yourself? Or are you putting on a facade that you think you need to put out there? And you know what? Let me also point out that this is different from what I believe in the practices for the law of attraction, that when there's something that you want, if there is something that you want to be doing, if there's an element, an essence that you want to attract into your life, you know, I tell you, just feel it now, embody it now. That's different, because that's still authentic. That is stepping into the reality that you want. That is being the person that you want to be. And most likely it's a better version of who you are than right now. So that's even better. So don't worry about if you want to step into the feeling of what you want to attract, who you want to be, where you want to be. That is fantastic, because you're sending out the emotional vibrations of what you want to be living. So it's just going to attract it to you more quickly. That's true. That's honest. That's real. That's full of integrity. But if you're putting on a facade like, oh, I want these people to think this of me, and I want them to see me this way, and I have to behave this way, you can feel the difference. That's not comfortable. It's not real. And people are going to pick up on it. Even if they don't let you know immediately that they do, they will, because you pick up on it with other people. So just be on the lookout for who's in your life. Why are they there? Is there a real connection there? Is there an even exchange of energy, whatever that is, whether it's in a friendship or there is some kind of business exchange going on? Make sure it's authentic. Make sure there's integrity. Make sure you're being real. And just make that a priority, because you really can't go wrong when you just focus on being yourself and being authentic and expecting the same from others, and only allowing others that are being real into your circle. It's really going to serve you and help you personally, professionally, in every area of your life. So I want to thank you for letting me share Karina's note. I love sharing it, and I hope you got a little bit out of that. So if you enjoyed today's video, subscribe to my channel on YouTube or send it to a friend. And if you need a little bit of help figuring out who you really are, how to be authentic, how to be real, or even if you want to focus on who you want to be and stepping into those emotions and that new authenticity and that new real self, jump on over to my website, tannamarshall.com, and see what I have available for you. And with that, I want to wish you a very real, authentic, fabulous weekend, and I will see you next week. Thanks.